everybody, Super Champ here for week 2 of the Errorogenous Zone. And before we get started, it came to my attention that last week I mispronounced both the name Jaren and Nicolos. Sorry about that. Let's get right on to our first email for this week, which comes to us from Derek at the Drago. He says, a boomerang returning to its thrower depends on the presence of an atmosphere, not gravity. A boomerang thrown inside the space station will return to its thrower, while a boomerang thrown by an astronaut on a spacewalk will not return because there is no air for the boomerang to catch. Here's the thing. Just look at the question this way. Are there any circumstances under which a boomerang will return to its thrower in zero gravity? The answer is yes, that's what we said, therefore we're right, you're wrong. And that is, by the way, the only way the question makes sense, lest you think it's some kind of lazy cop-out. For instance, if we threw the question on its head and asked, does a boomerang return to you on Earth? You can't say that's categorically yes either, right? If you throw it at the ground, it won't come back. Look, the answer is yes, that's what we said, we're right, you're wrong, let's move on. Jonathan from Austin has something to say about our 50-50 round on the English language. Specifically, our question about movie titles. Are they supposed to go in italics or quotation marks? Jonathan said, the style was not specified. I proofread newspapers for a living, and according to AP style, movie titles go in quotation marks. If I started putting movie titles in italics in my newspaper, I would eventually get fired. Jonathan, you are absolutely correct. About newspapers. This is a roundabout freshman comp, though, and APA, MLA, and Chicago style all agree. Movie titles go in italics. So if you're in freshman comp class and your paper has a movie title in quotation marks, you're going to fail that class, dude. And if you fail enough classes, you're going to wind up stuck on a copy desk for the rest of your life. This is serious. Pay attention. Moving on, Kyle from the British Bulldog says, we had a round 7 with I am the very model of a modern major general in it. We said it was from Pirates of Penzance, but there was an earlier movie in 1982 called The Pirate Movie from Australia that had the Modern Major General song, which I believe has the exact same lyric. Kyle! Please tell me you're fucking with me. Next, another Derek went to our Tuesday quiz where we had a Walking Dead question, and he says, really? We're just going to list a spoiler 2 days after it airs? Who said that was okay? I have unfriended people with less severe grievances. What we spoiled was Glenn died. And you know what? They killed him once before. Doesn't even count. Unfriend me, bro. Okay, for this next one, I changed into my We Are Actually Wrong shirt. 4 different people wrote in after Thursday's round 8 to say that Arkansas is in fact west of the Mississippi. And Arkansas is in fact west of the Mississippi. Totally my bad. Couple times a year I go in after fact check and try to give y'all an extra hint and wind up doing the opposite because I'm careless and stupid.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Sorry about that. However, counterpoint, Arkansas is still one of the 7 or 8 U.S. states that doesn't have a Geeks Who Drink quiz, so pew 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 pew! Finally, Jenny at Pint House Pizza played our Tuesday round 7 on Chicago movies and says, Breakfast Club takes place in Shermer, Illinois, not Chicago. Sure, Shermer is Chicago in the sense that it's a fictionalized version of the Chicago suburbs, but it's not Chicago. Jenny, there's just one thing I can do. Okay, that's it for episode 2 of the Errorogenous Zone. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.